What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, and welcome to another new video. Now, guess what? It is finally set up. Now, I'm not going to be using it this time, because this is going to be a porn react, as you see by the title. And, like, I don't want all this to be, you know, like, heavy-ass editing and all that crap. Because it would be hard to hide any, like, accidental nudity and such happening here. But yes, this is now my setup for when I'm going to be filming reacts, mainly movies and TV shows. This will be really useful for Euphoria, because I've been putting off editing that for so long, because, yeah. I'm probably going to set up a secondary camera somewhere just in case I do need off-screen stuff, so who knows, maybe we'll be seeing porn up here later. But we'll just see how that goes. So, right now, I'm going to be reacting to some stuff from Cocky Boys. They've been doing a lot of interesting stuff during quarantine, especially since Camp Cocky Boys was scheduled to come out. And I have a few scenes from that. And I'm saving the best for last because someone I really, really love seeing, and sadly someone who I've not been able to talk to that much, just in general, but also because I'm Twitter banned again, has become an exclusive model with them, and I'm super excited about that. I was going to put this off because I know Leo Grad / Chad, Blake's boyfriend, who's actually in this scene I'm going to be reacting to, is scheduled to have another scene coming out. They've been teasing it on Instagram and probably on Twitter, obviously, but I'm really excited for that. So I was going to like hold off and do them all at once, but I kind of feel like, you know, this will be fun. Do it this way. A little bit of, you know,
done to me.
Anyway, let's get into the scene. It is Blake Mitchell and Nico Leon on Camp Cocky Boys. Now. I feel like this music is going to be licensed and I'll get like a copyright on it, but I don't care.
This trip was my first time traveling in like 5-6 months. The last time I traveled was also to come here, but it was in January. It didn't look like this. It was all snow covered.
Was it the time you ran away from California, like
beautiful in a very different
early
way.
quarantine for California?
So this time, you know, you come here, like at least I come here, and you expect kind of it to be full of people and full of and bursting to the seams with life and joy and all these things that still happened.
And that's something I like about Cocky Boys, that there is a lot of intimacy and connection with all of their talent. Both, you know, on screen, like behind the scenes type stuff, and of course on social media. Like, you really get a sensation that a lot of these people meld with each other and like each other, or at the very least respect each other.
Fucking fly. My friends, I thought it would be cool if we kind of did something like this, which, you know, it's kind of like, I've literally heard this fantasy so many times. I think I've seen it in like movies too, of like this like magical, perfect, white sheeted bed in the in the middle of the woods.
Which, by the way, this was an accident. I did not plan this, but it like really fits in with this. Oh my god, I should just like put chroma green on my TV. Just have like a green screen picture up there, and then I could just like edit the video into. Oh my god. Oh my god, Nico Leon looks so good.
His chest, his arms, and I wanted to make that special for him, and I wanted to make it really kind of like magical and kind of like unreal in a way. I know, it's heavy, I don't care, let's set it up, because like, I think the end result was really worth it.
I like this. This is such a cute idea.
Oh my god.
Nico's shoulders, envy.
What? Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
It's like a
treehouse.
Yeah, it's like a treehouse.
Like a treehouse.
It's like indoor, outdoor. I told you it was private, but it's also kind of public.
This is such an adorable idea. And oh my god, okay, Cocky Boys and cinematography is such a turn on for me. And this, filming through that little keyhole in the headboard right there, that is just gorgeous. I love doing things like that, like finding unconventional. Like, I know it's such an old cinematography trick, especially in movies and such, like filming in the whiskey glass as the whiskey's being poured into it, getting these weird perspectives like that, but I love seeing stuff like that come into porn. It adds intimacy, it adds interest, and it makes things look so much more beautiful. Like, And everyone wants the same basic stuff out of porn. You know, the ultra close-ups of the action and the I like seeing porn as the full scene. I like seeing the way that people are interacting with each other. I like seeing the eye contact. I like seeing the little things, like the way he touches his body and runs a hand down somewhere. I like seeing the full act. Like, if I just wanted to see a cock going into a hole, why would I bother? Like, to me, sex and the beauty of porn is that you can get so much of that full package out of it. Like, you can really explore intimacy in a way that, honestly, sometimes you can't even fully explore in the act itself. Because when you're in the act itself, you're focusing on all these different details. You're actually doing it and such. Whereas with porn, you can sit back and, like, focus. And especially during quarantine, when you miss intimacy, when you miss the reactions between people, you miss how sex can feel, how romance can feel, how intimacy can feel. The fact that you can zero in on little things in porn, well-filmed porn, like Cocky Boys, and just savor that, even if it's not the sex itself or just the raunchiest parts itself, it's lovely. Oh yeah, Blake choking Nico, this is my new favorite scene. This is my new favorite scene, bitches. You want to make me happy, have someone choke someone. Ending this with, like, a very soft, intimate cuddle like this. Again, like I said, it brings out the fact that porn can be about so much more than just the sex itself, just a cock going in a hole. And like that, especially because, like, for Nico Leon as well, he is very verbal, very vocal when it comes to sex, very, like, verbal, and, like, the intimate elements pay off really well with that, because his verbal behavior really brings out the raw, rough elements of sex. So, I like that. Anyway, up next is, hey, guess who's back? Blake Mitchell, and of course the old classic, that sounds bad. The classic, inspired, amazing Levi Karter. Now, I've been in love with Levi Karter since, I think, what was one of Cocky Boy's first, like, major acted dramatization porns, which was, what's it called? The one with Kobe Keller, the one with the guy that was only in that and one other scene. Oh, God, what's it called? I can't remember. It was a two-part. It had about, like, 2 sex scenes plus about 3 or 4, like, alternate, like, mini scenes within it. And it was very... I actually want to do a review to it, a review react, because I love the story. I've watched it a lot, but I have reached the point where I, like, jump past the story and just go straight to the sex. So it would be fun to watch it all the way through again. Like, I think I might do that. But, yeah, like, Levi Karter has been around since before that he was, like, the poster boy of Cocky Boys, at least as far as bottoms go. And I have always had such a huge crush on him. I love him. I love the energy he brings to sex. But, oh my god, pairing him with Blake Mitchell, this is going to be interesting. Very different filming. Very different, like, all the warmth and the, like, green lushness.
I had heard about
the
the
previous
whole
scene.
pandemic thing,
This
and
is
like,
so
well,
cool
well,
and
I guess they wasn't
gentle
classified as that then, but
puppy.
the virus or whatever in
Also,
January, and
Blake's
everybody else was
frickin'
like,
calf
"What are you
veins.
talking about?"
Fuck.
And then by February, people were starting to talk about it, and then by March, everything changed. Then I was like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck," and then and then after that, probably like month 3 or 4, that's when I finally chilled out, and I was kind of like, okay,
I remember
like,
Blake was like
this is just how it's gonna be.
really,
And that's okay,
really
and
like on
I'd rather be
edge.
safe than
And then
sorry. So
I
got
remember
into
there
the
was like
groove.
part like in the beginning.
Oh,
like,
wait,
you know,
wait,
everyone
that's
was
Levi
talking about how this
Carter's
is going
calf
to be like a
veins.
year or
Don't
more.
get me wrong,
at
Blake
least,
Mitchell has
yeah.
sexy calves too,
thing.
but
I
Levi's
was kind
calves
of
just
latching
being all...
on to
that.
it can't be this long, it can't be this long,
It's
and
hard
now
to
the
imagine
longer
it.
we're waiting it out, I'm now accepted like it's gonna be.
I felt really worried about my family, and I wanted to be like connected to them and close to them. So I actually left LA and went back to.
That's what I was talking about in the
Kentucky
last
for
scene.
Probably about a month.
I remember
ago.
that.
What did you do to get through it?
It was
When you
sort of
went
like
home,
crazy
did you
too,
do
because it
anything?
happened really
Yeah, I
fast.
tried really
people
hard
were
to
like,
just keep
are
my-
you leaving LA for good? What the hell's happening? Did someone get sick already? It was like a frantic, at least it felt that way at the time, a very frantic jump for like Blake and Leo. I'm using their porn names right now. which is weird for me because like Twitter, Instagram, everything, I know them by their normal names. But yeah, it was crazy, and oh, this is so gorgeous. The rain. Oh. If there is one thing I will like, honestly, I could just jack off to the cinematography with Cocky Boys.
I'm making strawberry shortcake, but I'm putting the strawberry shortcake in the ice cream. So you just scoop it and it's all there.
Okay, Levi, I love. Oh, that looks so good. I love. Okay, this is another thing I love about Cocky Boys. Like, they don't just want you to like see two guys and like start jerking off.
That's amazing.
I've always wanted to.
You build
It's
up
my
a
favorite
connection.
food,
You're
so.
building up this intimacy, and like again, it's still porn. It's still sex. It's still like beautiful, put together sex scenes with a lot of complicated stuff going on, like behind the scenes too. There's some amazing behind the scenes bits they'll drop every now and again that are so interesting to see how you piece together all of these positions, moments, and stuff into one cohesive unit. But
Leche de Levi.
Leche de Levi.
I did that and I planted pumpkins because they're my favorite plant.
But
You planted
I
pumpkins?
love
yeah,
this
but like we won't
intimacy.
know
I
until
love
fall,
October if I'm doing it right.
if I
I think
sit
I
here and
actually
watch
really miss
this,
traveling.
I'm not jerking
I
off
really
to
miss
like just two
traveling.
guys.
And
I'm jerking off to almost like friends, to like people I've gotten to know. Like, there's more here. Like, I, in my own weird little way, just listening to them and agreeing with them and be able to react to this, I am at a point at the end when the sex happens where I am like involved, where I am like one of the guys. I'm like a friend or a companion in this. Men.com is great for when it comes to acting and building up a scene, but I never ever really feel major connections to the actors, to the performers. Like, I definitely like the characters on screen. I definitely
Tell me
like
about
the
the first time you
scenario,
came
but
to Camp Cocky Boys.
it
The
doesn't
very
hit
first
me.
time.
oh, the very,
as
very
much
first
as
time.
this.
Very first, but surrounded by kind of a different kind of family, and I really like that part.
So this is the
And
horns.
knowing that there have been like shitty situations for some of these people in porn, knowing that some of them have had family that was bad, and that part of the reason they had to strike out and find special and strong ways to build up their own income base, build up their own career, build themselves up in a way where they could support themselves and not be afraid of where their next meal was going to come from, where their education was going to get paid from, where they were going to be able to pay their bills and have a place to live. A lot of them ended up turning to porn, and not necessarily in the struggling way where no one actually wants to do it, but just like they looked as an option, they got into it, and some of them found a home there, and it's beautiful. Like, I've known some who just talk about like they don't have a strong family connection, or family has hurt them too much, so they just don't want to get involved with that. But they've built a family through this career, through this field, through these collabs, and like seeing this actual family like this, it's really beautiful, and I love it. Do you want some bread to go with your mustard?
It's different this year.
Absolutely.
It's a little different. I guess that's life, right? It's just kind of, and I like how private it is too up here. I like how you could have sex right out here. Nobody would hear you.
Yeah, we know you're thinking that, Blake. We know that was your. Is it sad? Like, I'm actually kind of like upset that the sex has started already. Like 11 minutes, 30 seconds in, and I'm like, but this was so cute. Do we have to start? All right, we're gonna start now. I'm not totally. Oh my, Blake. I love you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for choking the fuck out of your bottoms. Now, seriously, I think I've like talked about choking in porn a lot on my channel before, but there is just so little choking that ever happens like properly. And I feel like it's one of those weird things where like fetish in gay porn is extremely segregated from anything else. When I want to see choking in porn, I want to see it as part of the sex, as part of the action. You know, it's integrated. I don't want to see someone getting choked just to get choked. I want it to be like an impulse. I want it to be organic to the situation. That's what makes it fun. And the thing is, sadly, with gay porn, I feel like it's either very faked, very weak choking that happens. Like, you know, very fake, very weak. Like, I feel like weirdly enough, kink.com has been real bad with this sometimes. Not always, but there's definitely a lot of times where you can tell they have people holding back in scenes, and it's, you notice it and it puts you off. I like seeing things like that, kink, little fetish things like that. Things that are extra to the sex, just like get added in. And like, I'm not saying I want to see someone's face go full on purple and just see them gagging and coughing out little globs of spit, although, but just seeing it be so much more natural and not like being a performative thing that's just done for like shock value or window dressing, like actually being part of the actual sex that's actually going on. I love it. Oh, hold on. Oh, I want to include this part. Alright. 38 minutes, 27 seconds, starting now. Ah, I love this. Just a little cuddling, like, after the sex. But we have more story.
Oh my god.
The ice cream! How is it? I'm invested in this ice cream.
That really is Better Homes and Gardens.
I've never been out here.
Blake, you already creamed the poor boy once.
I figured it was like a preview, you know. It literally does taste fresher, like in a comparison to like regular ice cream you buy at the store. Regular ice cream kind of tastes like stale almost. I don't know if it's just like been in the packaging for so long, you know, or I don't know.
I think it's because it gets frozen more, so the water and the
Actually,
dairy
strawberry's
elements
one of my
separate a
favorite
little bit. Like even when they do it like flash frozen, so it keeps composed together, right? There's still a separation, and that's what changes that, as opposed to like fresh ice cream where you still have the water and dairy and all those elements properly mixed together. So like, you know how even store-bought ice cream will always be like worse and more crystally and have a weirder flavor if you let it thaw on the countertop and then put it back in the freezer and you get all the water separated, all the ice crystals and all that. I don't know why I am so invested in ice cream right now. I'm watching two of the hottest guys in the world fuck, and I am just like, yeah, let's talk about ice cream, guys. But that ice cream looked really good. Levi Karter, if you're watching this and we ever meet up in the future, could you make that ice cream, please? Oh, yeah. That is such a short message from a mom. I feel like after a response like that, that message would have been 2 paragraphs long. It would have come like 2 hours later, be fully edited, and he's so cute. This music, also too, oh my god. This opening, I love, this is a weird thing, but I love aspect ratio shifts. Like, sometimes it's during, like, just between the opening and stuff like that, but sometimes even just, like, in between a scene, like, changing the aspect ratio a little bit can be so fun. Random assignment, this headboard is perfect for handcuffs. Just putting that out there, guys. Sean Ford is so cute. Oh! The flowers are adorable, but oh, the fucking toilet paper. okay, like, again, I'm getting into the creative elements here, but
What do you think?
You're so stupid.
Are you my mummy? That is so funny. But I was gonna say, another like creative element to this I just love is the sound mixing. The birds
I'm
throughout
gonna
this. with
leave
the
these
music.
on the porch for you. Alright?
Alright. Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, so one thing I'm going to talk about right now, like, I don't know how much they've been talking through messaging. It feels like there's definitely been some messaging elements going on, but the story so far hasn't really conveyed it properly. But, like, it opens with him talking about meeting this guy. Like, it sounds very early stages, but this guy's already, like, buying him groceries and all that. And I know, like, they're not going to show us everything, but I feel like it moved a little bit fast. Like, I think they could have, like, started a more established relationship before the lockdown. Like, not at the move-in together stage, but the odds, like, I just met a cute guy. It's so minor, though, because this is gorgeous. The cleaning up, oh my god. Is this like, uh-oh. Dude! Are you running out of wet wipes? The coronavirus! But also too, like, this is weirdly sexual. Like, just seeing Sean's like muscles move as he's cleaning up everything, it adds a lot of interesting elements to this. There should be a period between it and you. There should be that come after you. Why am I proofreading it? Hello! That long pause transition thing is another thing I really, really love. It adds an element of time, like, so much stronger. Even though it's kind of an awkward moment where there's like silence on screen. Oh no, why would you, come on! You know better than that, Angel. Also the Andy Warhol. What? Okay, ladders scare the fuck out of me already, but I just... Hello! They really have awesome
Also, you have a
chemistry
hole in your
this.
pants. Not that I'm complaining. Yeah, I'm not complaining. How's the light coming? No? Okay. That's good. What's up?
You ready for a surprise?
Yeah, show me.
Alright,
Ready?
like I mentioned the sound mix again. Again, this
Ready?
is so minor, so I
Two,
don't take me,
drum
but
roll
like,
please.
since this is put together so
One.
beautifully, I just kind of want to bitch, but I feel like the sound mix of the crickets and the outdoor sounds should have jumped between those cuts. Like when they're behind the window and such, since it's indoors, like have it a little muffled, and then when it cuts to where Angel is actually standing, boom up the volume a bit. Just because like this so far is like talking about the difficulty of quarantine, of lockdown, of not being able to have this intimacy, I feel like the sound mix there could have expressed that in such a stronger way. And I'm just looking at this because, like I've said about Cocky Boys throughout this whole video so far, I feel like they go so much more beyond just being porn, and I think that that extra element could have like really set this apart as an art piece, which it is. And I just love this. But also too, like, just even with friends and such, like being locked up, just like not even having the option to like, or at least not having the safe option to like really socialize freely, it has like activated sort of a shutdown mode, and it's really hard to like socialize, to like talk. Like even just texting and chatting and messaging, it doesn't feel the same because this is as good as it can get. Like messaging feels so much more fun when you know it can lead to something else. Like even the people I know, like in LA, in New York, in Texas, in all these places where I want to travel, like even if I knew I wasn't going to be traveling to see them for months, maybe even a year, I knew I had the option. I knew I had the chance. It was fun to talk, be like, hey, where are you eating today? Oh my god, we should go there. I would love to try that out. Now, sorry. Now, it's so much different. And like, there doesn't feel like there's a guarantee. Like, when we're talking about travel now, it's like maybe next year, maybe December, maybe February, hopefully April. It's vague. Oh, he lost his phone. Whew. But also, dude, come on, you have apps. Don't you guys have Messenger? I kind of like the unknown amount of time passing through. Ooh, sweaty Angel. Okay, this is random aside, but like, his Serratus development is amazing. That's okay, alright. I kind of wish they had, like, dates. Like, I know they... Stay 6 feet apart! That's smart. Did you really just do full-on wraps? Did you full-on wraps to do curls? Also, bro, you could invest in some WD-40. Oh, fuck. Don't swing your torso so... Oh god, I'm turning into one of these people. Reduce the swing in your torso and keep those elbows stiff. Don't put your shoulders into it so much. Remember, this is a bicep isolation exercise. Sean Honey, you're doing fabulous. Angel Honey, are these bicep curls or like full-on hyperextension? I'm just being a bitch at this point. I totally get what they're going for. I know his form isn't like completely off and like it's not like he's actually like doing anything bad, but I think I mentioned too, like before, I like that websites like Cocky Boys and such are going more towards actual workouts as opposed to like, you know, these scenes where like they're lifting a 5-pound weight and acting like they're doing a 1 rep max. But, like, I don't know, like the fact he's using real weight makes me want to judge it as a real workout more. This is a cute campfire scene.
Oh, we're touching.
Touch my marshmallow, Daddy. Oh my god, I hate myself! These deep close-ups and profile shots are gorgeous. Okay. Okay. That works. How does that work? Like that, the transition from one musical score to the other is so different. I don't feel like that should have worked as well as it did, but it does. And like I say about Cocky Boys with building intimacy, these ultra close-up shots focusing on central parts of their body, on accessories, it's gorgeous, and it is delving in things a lot more, and it's so fun to watch. Okay, like, again, just nitpicking, but could you not get a single take of them eating the marshmallow, like, normally? That's pretty good, but like, I guess I've never done this before, but it feels like every single shot taken here when they eat the marshmallow, it feels like somehow they just like messed it up and had an awkward time doing it. But I don't know what it's actually like, to be honest, so maybe I'm just fucked up, but in some ways I kind of like that though, because you could have like done, I don't know, 15 takes of them eating marshmallows just to get one that looked nice and sweet, but it's awkward, it's a bit clunky, but it's cute. Oh my, okay, so we have a nude scene I'm gonna have to be creatively editing with, but... Oh, that's cute, outdoor shower. But this is gorgeous. Slow down to, what is that, like... What is that, like 16 frames per second? Or is it more about like 2018? It's slow enough to be slow, but it's also not like chalky, and it's gorgeously well done. But then again, I suppose they have like really high frame rate cameras, so being able to edit a slow motion scene like this really is... Uh-oh. You're out of water! What is it, our garden hose? Fuck yeah, comrade! Oh my god, the books! Why is this the sexiest part of this so far? I love that coat! That is so cute! The eye fucking going on in this scene. One more day. Oh my god, they're watching Gold Rush? Yes! Is that 6 feet apart? Is that really 6 feet apart? That looks a little... Ah! I hate this scene so much! Why did it have to be this? Why can't it be the dancing bread rolls?
Fuck, how do they do that?
But yeah, like silent films had really scary practical effects, and injury an actor was not a concern of anyone's. Like, so like watching old silent films like just has such an extra element of scariness when you know how far they would go to get those scenes, and like how none of the actors are really guaranteed to be safe during them. Tomorrow, we died in your ass! 2020 planner, that is... How many people out there went and bought... How many people out there went and bought a 2020 planner? I bet you wish you kept the receipt for that now, huh? I wonder if they filmed this in order. Like, I'm wondering like how they actually did the boxing process for all the scenes.
Oh, this feels so good.
Because
Right.
this really feels so organic and lovely. I'm wondering if they had them film all of the build-up stuff first, and then the sex scene.
Being touched for the first time. Like a virgin?
He was wearing a Madonna shirt in some of the first scenes. I love that reference!
You're so stupid.
Randomly enough, just like, because it's porn, because it's gay porn, because, you know, built up the gay community, bros. Even though I get the complexities of all this stuff and, like, it's never that easy, I would love to see, like, an actual gay-owned or, like, gay-directed brand be worn instead of Calvin Klein. Not the least just because I don't actually like the way Calvin Klein underwear, like, fits. Like, there's definitely a cuteness here, there's definitely, like, but I feel like there's other underwear that just is, like, better cut to the male body and really emphasizes and shows off all the good elements to it. I had this really bad habit, I think I've talked about this in the men.com scenes, but I just really love, like, post. Like, I want to have, like, a little bit of conclusion. I want to, like, know what happened to the people afterwards. And that's a bit silly, I know, but it's something I like. Because, like, I get attached to the characters, man. What can I say? And especially in this one. But I actually like that it ends after the sex scene here. I mean, a little extra dialogue, a little bit more, like, I don't know. I would have liked it, but also because the whole build-up here was them being able to get together and actually have this intimate moment, I feel like ending after that ends is a perfect conclusion. But this is gorgeous. I jumped through the sex a lot, I won't lie. I'll be enjoying that scene, and those parts of that scene a little bit later. But, oof. Angel was definitely good. And flashing through, I definitely noticed, like, there is soft, intimate moments, but there's also more rough, animalistic. And, first of all, that just, like, fits Angel's, like, natural sex performance very well. But it really does fit the mood of the piece, I think, because not only do these guys have this romantic deprivation for all this time that they're having to be separated and quarantined, but there's also all that pent-up aggression, because literally these guys were waiting to have sex for all this time. Like, even before the, like, quarantining themselves in a lockdown for 14 days, even before that, there is all this build-up, all this progression. You know, like, they aren't going off and seeing other people because, hey, they're still locked down. But this whole thing is just built up with sexual tension from beginning to end. Like, some people might say, oh, it's so aggressive. It's just like, ugh, this isn't romantic sex they'd be having. No. If I had to wait that long to fuck someone, trust me, there would be spit flying, there would be growling, there would be all that. But I say that as, like, a romantic, soft, timid, mouse-type person. But, okay, this was all of the Cocky Boys. So, Camp Cocky Boys and just some quarantine stuff that's come out. And I gotta say, I love it. I adore it. And it just, like, cements what it is I love about Cocky Boys, what I love about the potential of porn, what I love about this medium, and, of course, the people in it. Angel Rivera is going to have an awesome career ahead of him with Cocky Boys. This scene was amazing, not in part because of his amazing acting and, of course, his raw sexuality. Like, I'm going to definitely enjoy watching this scene a lot. This might be a classic go-to. As will the two Blake Mitchell scenes, because any scene where someone is getting choked, yeah, that gets a very standard playthrough with me. I'm not going to lie. But I loved all this stuff. It was gorgeous. It was beautifully done. And honestly, like, as you saw, most of my complaints or criticisms were very tiny, very minimal, and don't really impact the finished project. I think porn can be something so much more amazing than just watching two people fuck in a video. And, like, there's nothing wrong with that, and I love that too. But big industry porn has so much more potential, has so much more, just because of the funding, because of the breadth of the audience it can reach. And I feel like there is both the potential and the obligation to expand that into a lot more. And Cocky Boys does that in such a beautiful way that goes beyond anything else, and I love that about them. And I definitely could enjoy, like, doing this. I want to do more Cocky Boys stuff, because I've done all their Cooper things, and I've done some, I think Ty Mitchell. Did Ty Mitchell work with Cocky? I appreciate it. But I love this. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Of course, support Cocky Boys. Support Angel Rivera. Support Sean Ford. Support Blake Mitchell. Levi Rogers on all social media. Support his adorable, sweet, amazing, age-defying boyfriend. Yeah, support sex workers. Support sex work. Support the industry when the industry is good. And Cocky Boys is honestly one of the few studios out there where I would say that there is infinitely more good out there than anything else. But yeah, this was my video. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And of course, remember, life only gets better as long as you work in it. See you guys in the next one. Bye!